What is up, everybody? To Woodverse here today. So, these posts get crazier and crazier. Somebody comment like, "How do you have so much material to make a video about these guys every day?" It is just an endless amount of content with these Sony guys. They say the most craziest stuff each and every day. It's just mind-boggling. Like it just never ends. They always say something crazy, like nonstop. So, this guy wants Xbox wiped out of existence. Like literally, he says if Xbox gets wiped out of existence, we get to the point where these guys are starting to sound like comic book or like comic book villains at this point. Like, is this guy Thanos? He wants to snap Xbox out of existence. Like, what is going on here? So it would not affect. So if Xbox gets wiped out of existence, it would not affect gaming at all. Xbox brought nothing to the table but a few Halos and Gears. People have Xbox because of nostalgia and false promises. Microsoft has been third place for 3 generations now. This guy is so butthurt. He wants Xbox gone. But this guy doesn't realize that as Xbox goes away, then Sony has no competition because Nintendo isn't in direct competition. Sure, they're part of the big three gaming companies, but a lot of games that's like third-party games don't even come to Nintendo platforms. So it's like Nintendo isn't even directly competing with Sony or Microsoft. So their biggest competition for Sony is Microsoft. So you need Sony to stay around. So you need Microsoft to sit around so Sony doesn't get complacent. So this guy doesn't even realize that he just wants Xbox gone because it threatens his little PlayStation box. Because people, he gets so triggered that people enjoy an Xbox over his little PlayStation 5. It's just ridiculous. But and he says Microsoft has brought nothing to the gaming industry. That's just ridiculous. There's like so many exclusive titles. Like he said, Halo, Gears, Fable. They bring back Fable, which I'm excited for. So the Forza Horizon series, people say that's the best racing game they ever played. And countless other games. And Game Pass as well too. That's like the best service ever made in gaming. But Xbox has brought nothing to the table. And for the past 3 years, they've been in the last place. And it's like if you're going by this traditional archaic model just to go by console sales, like who gives a crap? Most of these companies don't even make money when they sell consoles. It's like a big news story when they do start to make money about when they sell consoles. The whole goal is to try to make money off software and subscription services. That's how they make the bulk of their money. It's like who gives a crap? Only people who care about the console sales are these fanboys who just want to use that number for ammunition. But at the end of the day, it's like who cares about how many consoles these companies sell and which one is more popular? So we gotta read the comments because I know he gets thoroughly roasted in his comment section because this is just a stupid. This is just post just dumb. Like I said, when you start sounding like a comic book villain at this point, like you want Xbox wiped out of existence, you know there's a major problem now at this point. So he says, brought nothing to gaming, goes to list blockbuster game franchises like Halo and Gears, which define their genres and influence countless other titles. Not to mention Xbox Live, achievements. We wouldn't have got the achievement service. Sony wouldn't have implemented the trophies without the Xbox achievements, which people forget about that. The Microsoft invented achievements. Having game consoles double as entertainment systems, facts, because I can literally use my Xbox to play games and watch movies on, which is a great thing for me. I can use it to watch physical movies or watch streaming service, or movies on streaming service. So I enjoy the Xbox brought that to the table. Uh, I don't know if he like had, I guess it's like a mental breakdown. Like, what? I'm starting to disagree. Halo alone changed gaming for all console gamers and every platform. To even inspire other developers to use the same game features as Halo CE, go do some gaming homework before you start talking nonsense. Don't be sorry, come with facts. Xbox is like the potato salad on a dining table. It's okay, we have it, but won't be missed if I don't have it. Okay, I actually like potato salad, so I don't know what he's talking about right there. It would affect gaming because it would give Sony a monopoly on the market. Nintendo are dinosaurs, so don't compete with Sony and Microsoft. I'm grateful for the competition and matters more than you might realize. Wait, you think Sony is in competition with Microsoft? Yeah, who else are they in competition with? That's not directly Nintendo. I mean, sure, Nintendo is like in the realm of competition, but not really. It's like not really. Strange take this. Xbox revolutionized online gaming, implemented the achievements and parties, many great exclusives, etc. Yeah, Microsoft, you gotta give Xbox the credit too. They were the first ones who made the party system as great as it is right now. They're the first ones who implemented that. So, well, at least console wise, maybe PC probably did it better, but I don't know. I know console wise, Xbox it was the first one. It's been terrible for the last 7 years and it's still relevant. If it wasn't for Xbox, PlayStation wouldn't have to make any effort. That's a lie. I've been playing online games since PS2 with a game called EverQuest Online. They didn't even bring Halo or Gears, they brought those IPs. Halo was supposed to be a PC game and Gears was supposed to be a third party game. They've been throwing money at studios for 20 years to keep themselves in the industry. Isn't that what every company does, though? Okay, isn't that what every company does? So okay, let's move on. Halo was originally meant for Mac. Actually, Gears could even be made on the PS3 in its current iteration. The RAM just wasn't flexible enough for actual proof. Okay. And sure, people with disabilities would disagree. Let's start here. Oh yeah, they made an adaptive controller too for people who had disabilities. So Xbox is making a lot of different things. They are definitely from influential in the gaming community. It's like I don't know what they're talking about because I forgot about this too. I think people don't talk about. I think people don't talk about with the Game Pass. If you're a poor kid that is too young to get a job and parents will let you buy the games, Game Pass gives you the opportunity to play stuff you wouldn't be able to buy. This came out when I if this came out when I would have loved it. I guess we count when he was little. Okay. Same thing for me too. Like especially if I was when I was a kid, this would have been amazing. I thought this was the most amazing thing ever made. If I was a kid and got access to Game Pass, my parents have been all over that. They don't have to buy me any more games. They just gave me Game Pass. Like yeah, that's great for like kids too. Yeah. Forza, Fable, Halo, Gears of War, Blue Dragon, Sunset Overdrive, a lot of listing, a lot of games. I love to play on my Xbox, and still here I am owning all platforms and playing Yakuza Like a Dragon from Game Pass. Only two of those games are relevant and barely. Wow, this guy is so buttered. This guy's listening to like he was listening to games he likes to play on Xbox. This guy says only two of those are relevant and barely. This guy is such a what do you call those people? Killjoys or Debbie Downers? Like this post sounds like Xbox went up to you and punched you in the face. LMAO. They mad because I speak facts. Okay. Let's see. What a sad take. Xbox created party chat, created achievements, standardized internal HDD, standardized internal broadband consoles without add-ons, popularized console online gaming, created Game Pass with the best value subscription, created smart delivery, and Quick Resume. Mention Quick Resume as well because they made that too. Um, I have always been playing on all platforms, and I'm grateful Xbox exists as they deliver so many great gaming experiences along with PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC. The competition is needed, so they all are forced to deliver better and more to consumers. Fanboys always lose. It's funny because for the longest time, PlayStation built itself on the backs of third-party deals, and not so much as first-party until the PS4. Otherwise, it was Xbox that pioneered online console gaming, hard drives, achievements, apps on consoles, digital sales of games. If Xbox disappeared, who will exist to push PlayStation to innovate in the traditional console space? Nintendo's in their own little bubble, and the only other Stadia and Luna are cloud-based. I play everything mainly on PlayStation, but if their main competition exists, Sony screws us. I'm glad somebody sees this. Somebody is reasonable to see that hey, if Xbox doesn't exist, it's like Sony can just do whatever. They can pretty much like monopoly because the only competition would be left would be Nintendo, who's like he says, they're in their own little bubble, and Stadia and Amazon Luna. I didn't know Amazon Luna was even still a thing. I didn't know that was even made or not, but they're just cloud-based streaming services. Like people, I mean, I guess it's a family stone, but that's not real competition though. Let's see. Well, they already screw you with blocking crossplay. They just did it with Borderlands 3, forced you to pay $7 for every game, and refusing to make a real Game Pass competitor with exclusives included day and day. But they would definitely be worse. That is true. Yes, Xbox definitely didn't bring much to the table. I mean, they only made the game that reinvented the FPS genre and a sequel that revolutionized the console multiplayer and just made the game that made cover-based shooting interesting when most people didn't even know it existed. 360 destroyed the PS3. Look at the overall software sales. 360 also Sony and every multi-plat game, and it wasn't even close. The only reason the PS3 sold more at the end because it was far by the cheapest Blu-ray player you can buy. I heard that statement too, that PS3 only sold because it was a Blu-ray player. People were using it for a Blu-ray player. I don't know how true that is, but I have heard that narrative before. So I know I definitely used the Blu-ray player a lot when I did have a PS3 though. When the PS3 was out, I definitely used that as a Blu-ray player. That was one of the reasons why I had it too. Let's see. Sony and Nintendo exist because they are great at what they do. The Xbox is only here because of Microsoft. Okay. Let's see. Xbox still lives in your head rent free though. That's all you can come up with. Let's see. Oh, look, a baby using Twitter crying about Xbox. Lots of these lately. When I see horrible takes like this, when I see horrible takes like that, it ruins my day because it reminds me that people actually hold the beliefs instead of just letting us play what we want to play. Okay, let me see. I prefer PlayStation, but this treatment is trash, bro. That's Xbox 360 revolutionized online gaming. Yeah, people could say like online gaming has been around since probably like the PC and PS2, but I haven't really honestly I haven't really seen people talking about online games since 360 started. Like that was like the main time people started playing online gaming. That's when I first started like playing online gaming with Halo 3. That's what so I don't know. You could say sure it came out during the PS2 era and like original Xbox era, but it got a real mainstream notice when Xbox 360 came out. So I would say that at least. Facts, PlayStation didn't innovate in anything, even the super fast SSD isn't that fast compared with new SSDs. Also, PlayStation exclusives aren't innovative at all, just high budget cinematics. Facts. Online game on console really talked about because of Xbox Live, so there's that. Let's see. Three generations, just PS3 eventually outsold 360 million because 360 has no Japanese market. So Sony always has that, but in America where I'm at, the 360 claimed PS3's clock, outselling about 20 million. It even sold Wii in America. PS3 ended in third place here. I don't know if that's true or not, but okay. Let's see. First console to do online gaming the right way with broadband only. Xbox Live was beyond what PS2 had at the time. Xbox started achievements, and I guarantee Sony will copy Game Pass eventually. That's crazy because they got PS Now, but it's just not as great as Game Pass. It's just not. It's like you can't. Like I said before my last video, all you gotta do to improve PS Now is to make you be able to actually download those PS3 games they have in that service. I know somebody made a comment on my last video saying they can't because of how the PS3 are some weird bug with how they made the console is you can't download the games so easily. You can't. I don't know some technical reason why. But yeah, that's all I need to do to fix the service. Really, just make it so you can download these games and it'll actually be like a legit competitive Game Pass. So he says the nostalgia part is very true. That's a big reason why I'm mainly an Xbox gamer because of certain games that I grew up playing. Personally, I would miss Xbox, but if they happen to add all my favorite Xbox games to PlayStation, Xbox got wiped, I wouldn't complain. Yeah, well, no duh, because they're adding all the games to different services, so of course you wouldn't mind. But that would still be a bad thing though, because you don't have any competition. Like PlayStation will have no competition still, so that's still not a good thing though. That's still not a great thing. Let's see. So much sadness here. Go get Game Pass for $10. It will make you happy. Someone has totally lost the plot. You take the internet clown of the year already. The insecurity of the PlayStation community has never been bigger than now. Now the Xbox is finally competing. Yeah, this generation is almost as good as it was in Xbox 360 generation. Like to be honest, like they didn't PlayStation didn't really get too much competition. Last generation Xbox One, the competition wasn't really there. But this generation, Xbox is bringing the heat, and these guys they're not able to handle that. That's why they get so triggered when you mention Game Pass because it's like, hey, we legit the Xbox guys can legit say it's a service that's really great. It's like a service is making a box actually compete with PlayStation. This is a picture of a Sony guy crying. He's sitting on the floor crying on a puddle of his own tears. That's pretty funny. Let's see. The entire FPS genre, as you know, is because of Halo. Every single one. And gaming is far more than just apathetic adults. Children love games like Minecraft, which many survival and battle royale games concept is based on, and others. Halo and Gears both changed competitive gaming forever. The entire MLG brand started off the back of Xbox. That is true too. He has a point with that one. I'm like sure there was competitive games like before. Like I'm pretty sure like Counter Strike was first it probably came out a lot, probably came out first before these games. But the main times I heard about like MLG was like during Halo and Gears. So that is true. Let's see. Let's read some of the quote tweets. See what people are saying in those quote tweets. Literally, what the F did PlayStation bring other than over-the-shoulder shooter movies? By the way, those Halos you're talking about are on an F and icon on the FPS genre. Master Chief is basically the face of FPS. This is the dumbest gaming tweet I've ever read. Quit fanboying like some immature kid, people. Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, all of them bring important things to the table as far as gaming is concerned. Hashtag goofball. Both consoles are good and it really shouldn't be standard since it really only comes down to the individual's preference. Besides to say Xbox has brought nothing is ridiculous, just look at their exclusives, Gears of War, Halo, and Fable. A near perfect control. Oh, I didn't even mention the controller. The Xbox. This controller is almost perfection right here. This Xbox template for the controller is probably one of the best controllers. I didn't even think about that. It would be so terrible if Xbox didn't exist, man. It'd be terrible. Like legit. Like I think the Xbox 360 generation that's like the best controller. It's just they kept that same template. It's just been the same thing. I'm glad they didn't drastically change it. They just kept it the same throughout mainly the Xbox One and Xbox Series X generation. That's literally like the best controller. Like to be honest, I prefer that controller over all the other controllers. To be honest, um, let's see. Got wiped, brought nothing. Without Xbox, I wouldn't have met my best homies. And all PlayStation gets is a few Spider-Man games and S side scrollers. Okay, this here bird app is wild. Do people actually believe this BS that comes out of their mouths? Halo defined FPS, Gears defined the cover shooter, RTS, Game Pass, Xbox Live define an online gaming generation of games. So Xbox has made major contributions to gaming. Okay. This is a horrible take. That's BS. Both Xbox and PlayStation matter. They both are crucial to gaming and media as a whole. As someone who has been with both platforms, I can confidently say gaming would change. I mean, seriously, what the F is this tweet? How long is this video? This video is pretty long, so I'm included right here. I could go on because this is definitely interesting. People just roasted this guy. I'm gonna conclude it right here. You can read the rest on your own. But yeah, don't be like this guy, man. He wants Xbox wiped out of existence. He thinks that Sony just shouldn't have any competition, which is just weird. You're not gonna like Sony if you have no competition. You don't want a monopoly in gaming, pretty much. So that is the video. Definitely see your thoughts below about this. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.